Hey, how's it going, guys? We are back with a new trailer reaction. It's Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl Sunday, so that means new trailers. I don't know what trailers are popping up when, but the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, the second official trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness has just dropped. So, literally just like a few minutes ago, I think people are already starting to talk about it on Twitter and on social media and everything. So, gonna want to get to this as quickly as quickly as possible. It's not really even that late in the evening either. It's not really like it's not like it's dropping at like 2 in the morning for me or anything. It's still pretty kind of like a good enough time to react to it. So here I am. We saw the first trailer. I saw it twice. I saw it twice. Once because it was the end of the version at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home was slightly different, but there was an officially public release kind of trailer on YouTube soon after that as well. So the first trailer gave us a good enough amount. Showed us Strange, showed us Wong, showed us Mordo returning, showed us America Chavez, Christine, like a bunch of different a bunch of different kind of alternate reality type things as well. Strange seeking out Wanda's help to try and explore and navigate the multiverse and stuff that can happen, and Wanda in like some new Scarlet Witch garb that happened too. So some pretty cool things here and there, and I think it's just kind of being slated to be the biggest kind of multiversal kind of movie that the MCU has done yet, and definitely kind of paving the way for more crazy stuff to actually open up going forward. So yeah, don't know what the second trailer might show us, but I think it's meant to be like, I think like the kind of summer of this year, or like just before summer of this year. So I think even release wise it's fairly close. So I think it only makes sense that they'd release like a second trailer around now as well. And of course Super Bowl Super Bowl is pretty notorious for being like a hotspot for promotional material, be it TV spots or trailers or whatever. So yeah, I guess let's just get into it. So the second trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Let's go.
Every night, I dream the same dream. And then,
Oh.
the nightmare begins.
Okay.
I did what I had to do to protect our world.
You cannot control everything, Strange.
What did he do? From director Sam Raimi.
The doorway between universes.
Yeah.
You don't know who or what will walk through it.
Steen.
Wanda,
Wanda.
what do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He
The-
believed it was dangerous.
Yeah, Vision had theories. Okay. Huh.
He was right.
What might we see? Who might we see? Who might we see?
Your desecration of reality
Oh,
will not go unpunished.
is he locked up in the raft? Whoa! Oh, that's the TVA. That's gotta be the TVA. This has to be the TVA.
We should tell him the truth.
This has gotta be the TVA. Yeah. Oh damn. Oh gee. Oh, blocks. Oh.
Things just got out of hand.
Yeah, Supreme Strange. Is that who I think it was?
You
Is
break
that-
the rules. Look out! To become a hero.
Oh jeez.
I do it. I become the enemy.
Oh. Oh damn. Oh. Wanda meets Wanda.
That doesn't seem fair.
No, it doesn't, does it? America Chavez, yeah, she can punch portals and holes in reality. Oh god. Oh gosh. This looks crazy. This looks crazy. May 6th. Oh boy, that looks crazy. That looks absolutely nuts. Gosh, oh, so much happened in that one. We got a lot more. I think I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna go back and actually check it like as a very specific shot. Not entirely because there's a lot to talk about here. I'm pretty sure this is that Captain Marvel. I can't be entirely. I think she's glowing. They're glowing the same way that she does, but I can't tell. I can't there's no blonde hair flowing behind her. There's no. Can't really spot any particular emblem. I can't tell Or maybe it's just like, I think maybe it could just be like a sorcerer that is kind of glowing that way, and then there's kind of superpowered in that way. And then like, the way they're glowing kind of reminds me of Captain Marvel. I thought it might be Captain Marvel, but because then we could get, I mean, Captain Marvel versus Wanda. I was thinking, and I think they're fighting Wanda as well. They're fighting Wanda, so maybe I'm not entirely sure. No, I think that might just be like a sorcerer or something. Pretty sure that might just be a sorcerer. But yeah, plenty of cool shots and stuff to talk about in this one. But yeah, I think even story wise, I think apparently Strange did some other stuff. Apparently Strange did some other stuff as well. I mean, they talked about like him opening up the multiverse and him desecrating reality. I think Mordo talked about him desecrating reality and everything. So you know, I mean, from what we've seen in Spider-Man No Way Home, he worked to actually close the multiverse. He talked about how, you know, like they were all starting to come through and he couldn't stop them, and he worked hard to, like, he tried to use his magic to close off the rips and the tears and everything, but they just kept on opening up and they kept coming through and everything. So in No Way Home, like the only thing that actually closed the multiverse back up again was actually doing the whole memory wipe thing that made everyone forget who Peter Parker was. So, you know, I don't know if the multiverse opening in that in that segment of the movie is what they're talking to here, or if he actually tried to do or if he tried to open up the multiverse again for whatever reason. But I think it may well be the former, because I think, you know, like him already knowing how dangerous like the multiverse is, and already like his line from No Way Home being like, you know, we know frighteningly little about the multiverse too. You know, I mean, maybe unless he opened it to actually experiment, maybe he actually opened it to actually try and learn more about it, maybe. But then he did it kind of like, I mean, knowing him, he'd probably do it knowing the risks and everything. So either the fact that the multiverse still opened up from the cracks in No Way Home, or maybe he actually tried to learn more about it and then inadvertently ended up opening up. I think we still had the same shots from, I think, What If. I think we had similar shots to What If, where we have like the buildings and all of reality just kind of like I mean, with the What If it was like the build and like reality just kind of bleeding away like ink, but with this one it's like literally like the bricks and the actual physical reality of it actually kind of just crumbling away, and, you know, things floating off into the distance and everything. So there's that. Wong is back, everyone else is back, Wanda's back too. I think Wanda had a really cool line too. I'm actually going to go back and listen to Wanda's line. In this, Wanda had like a really interesting line towards Strange.
You break the rules. Look out!
Yeah.
Become a hero. I do it, I become the enemy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this shot right here too.
That doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, Wanda's like, yeah, like, you know, you break the rules, you open up the multiverse, and you become a hero. Yeah, I do it. Like, she, you know, creates like an alternate, like a very, very kind of in fairness, like a minute alternate reality, and then she automatically becomes a villain too. I mean, you do kind of have to take that. You do kind of have to take that line into consideration too. I feel like, you know, because fair enough for like what she did, like what she did ended up imprisoning people and keeping them trapped and away from their families, and did all the like all the stuff we saw that we saw in WandaVision, like that ended up happening. But then, you know, still I think even the way that, you know, Strange spoke about the multiverse in No Way Home showed that, you know, like no matter what happened, they, you know, like Strange alone is one of very few sorcerers who's even aware of the multiverse, and the rest of them probably don't know enough about it because they literally haven't delved into it. So then him being the only one willing to delve into it means that, you know, they know even less, and then they're that much more unprepared. So then if he tries to open it up, then, you know, things start to go wrong. I think that there was like a shot of like an alternate kind of universe actually referencing a line where it's like that they actually build like a statue, like an actual statue of him. So like it's like a kind of like a monument or a tribute to him. So it's in reference to her saying, like, you know, you break the rules and then you're branded a hero, but then she doesn't. And it's I think, you know, I mean, I want to say that's art imitating life too, because that is exactly what people, like a lot of people watching WandaVision did too. Like, I think people were not only unafraid, but they were also very, very quick and very, very ready to jump onto the bandwagon, calling Wanda a villain and saying that she shouldn't be treated like a hero and doing that stuff. But then you have the same people being like, you know, oh, it's going to be really cool and really interesting and really fun to see Doctor Strange breaking open the multiverse and seeing what he can unlock and this all that stuff. And it's like, you know, well, you know, that kind of stuff again. the multiverse comes with threats that can kill you. So it's no different from, you know, those consequences would be no different. Would not only be no different, but then they would also they would also very likely be much larger in scale and in lethality compared to Wanda imprisoning like a whole town. Like, yeah, again, what Wanda did, you know, it harmed people, and you know she even admits it. She made mistakes. She did the wrong thing, and people got hurt because of it. But then, you know, people are still kind of like lauding and, you know, kind of like looking forward to what kind of damage that Strange can cause in this movie and everything. It's very much, I feel like it's very much like an art imitating life thing. Like the people, you know, condemning Wanda for for the mistakes she did out of grief and out of an uncontrollable release of her own power. Are the same people actually, you know, looking forward to seeing what Strange can do with the actual knowledgeable and aware kind of self-aware kind of knowledge of his own power, and also the kind of secrets that magic can hold. So yeah, again, I'm very interested to see how this movie handles Wanda, and how in what direction they kind of take her, if they do kind of, you know, pull off a full on villain card with her, or if they actually kind of do show her in layers and in dimensions, and actually kind of showing her kind of, you know, being unafraid to use her power, being proud to use her power, and actually being able to, you know, not even just hold herself accountable, but actually kind of showing that, you know, she's the one in control of herself, and regardless of if anyone else condemns her or not, then she's gonna still, you know, try and do what she wants and also do what she can, because again, she she is not inherently a villain in any way, shape, or form. She's proven time and time again that she's very much capable of helping people and actually saving the world with her powers. So, you know, I guess we'll see. But I'm glad that they're actually bringing back her costume for this too. It looks really cool. So there's that stuff, and I think again there was a shot of him at the TVA. I mean, this doesn't look like the TVA, or at least not the one we know. And I think these robots look, you know, these robots remind me of Ultron. These robots remind me of Ultron bots. Yeah, I think Strange even has that handcuffs on him. So I think, yeah, I mean, even the TVA we saw at the end of Loki was different too. The TVA we saw at the end of Loki was very different. It had that one Kang statue, and I think maybe kind of other aspects to it could have been different too. I think that was the one hint we got as to how that TVA was different. That the fact that Loki was actually blasted into a different universe as TVA too, with a different kind of with a similar looking B-15 and Mobius, but they were different ones, and I think that they kind of, I'm pretty sure, I think they must have been different ones, but, you know, just very, very, very similar looking to the ones that Loki knew from the his own original TVA and everything. So that was that. So I think if this is that same TVA, maybe in a TVA in another kind of dimension, then maybe that could be a thing. Because then I feel I mean, with it being the TVA, I kind of wonder maybe if it's not a different TVA, if it's not a different TVA, maybe this is a TVA that's been rewritten. So maybe Mobius and B-15 and everyone else is still there, but then it's a one that's been rewritten. Because again, the whole point of that ending was to show that, you know, Kang is finally broken free. The Kang that was watching over the multiverse was killed by Sylvie, so the other Kangs have broken free. The multiverse has opened up, and the cracks have opened up and everything. So there's that. So then now, because that maybe the TVA itself has been rewritten, so now Kang has, you know, been written to be in charge of it all along or something. So maybe now this is just another one of the changes too. So maybe instead of actual TVA agents, you have robots and stuff that look like Ultron, and kind of can't help but wonder maybe if these are meant to be the timekeepers, because I think they're all also sat in kind of chairs and everything. So I think I don't know if this is if this is the one true audience that now the Kang is free. Maybe this might be the one true audience that one Strange might get with the timekeepers. So maybe that's the case here. But that looks cool either way. The visuals for this look crazy too, like Strange turning into blocks and stuff. That looks really wacky, so that's really cool. Good, really expecting the visuals to be off the charts here compared to the first one. Had a few more shots of America Chavez too. Helping in New York and everything, so that's gonna be cool. I've looked into it a little bit. I think I actually did look into it a little bit. Kind of googled her character a little bit, and I think I found that she actually has the power to literally punch holes in reality and open up portals to other dimensions and other universes and everything. So that's like, I think that's one of her abilities. I think because of that, she's going to be really important and really kind of substantial to the movie and to the story, and to actually helping Strange kind of navigate the multiverse as well. So it's going to be really cool seeing her into this, and actually seeing how she fits into all of this too. Wanda, I think, yeah, this shot of Wanda too. I think back in her house in Westview. I think, but this is actually that's I mean that must be kind of like Wanda from WandaVision, or at least like Wanda from the end of WandaVision, and then that's actually that's I don't know. I thought there was something I heard black for a second. That's actually Wanda, like in her actual Scarlet Witch suit. I think it's I think maybe that's a Wanda from the present day in Multiverse of Madness, meeting Wanda from WandaVision. So maybe that's actually her revisiting the past, or maybe even her future, you know, and her past coming into some kind of contact, and her past and future kind of meeting, and then seeing exactly what happens and what she's capable of and everything. So maybe that could be the case, maybe. Wong, Wanda just covered in blood, or Carrie style. That's gonna be crazy to see. And then yeah, I think this final shot here, that's someone just messing with demons or something, like messing with what looks like demons. Yeah, this shot too, like Strange looks like a literal kind of like a zombie, or like a zombified corpse or something. I mean, I doubt that's gonna be. I mean, I mean, unless they bring in the What If zombies, then I don't know. Because I mean, they're bringing in Supreme Strange from What If already, so I think if they bring in zombies, then maybe that's the case. But I don't know. I mean, there's been some talk about like a few different versions of Strange. I think there's Supreme Strange. There's like Defender Strange too, who has like no cape, and he has like a different look and everything. So different kind of versions of Strange, like of Strange himself, that they could actually bring into this. And yeah, I mean, it being the Multiverse of Madness, they actually spawned the multiverse. I think there's no shortage of people there's no shortage of characters that people really want to see. Like people saying they want to see the original X-Men from way back when, the original Fantastic Four cast as well, and actually like wanting to see like the different kind of Marvel kind of characters that we've had in other cinematic universes and stories over the years too. And it's all Marvel property now. It's all Disney property now. So there would not be any rights issues whatsoever with having these crossovers and these combos happening. So only time will tell exactly who and what we will see in this absolute roller coaster ride of a movie. But yeah, I'm really curious to see how they actually go forward and actually doing this, because I think now, of course, we've officially entered the multiverse saga and everything. So, you know, I'm really curious as to not only where they can like how far they can go, but actually where they can go too. I think I think those kind of the answers to those might kind of coincide a little bit. But I think, you know, because I think with the Infinity Saga, I think that they definitely did kind of work well enough to actually kind of introduce one stone at a time. But with the multiverse, it's like I'm wondering, because like, you know, I think the first multiversal thing I feel like we had was probably No Way Home, wasn't it? I feel like No Way Home was definitely like until this comes out. No Way Home will easily be the biggest multiversal movie we've had, with everything like Spider-Man related coming through. But I think we didn't really kind of deal with much kind of multiversal kind of stuff like before that. So, you know, I'm wondering exactly like because I think Phase 4 has also like started with Black Widow, and that was last year. Black Widow and Shang-Chi, I think those were more like solo movies, actually focusing on the characters themselves and actually not really working too much to build up the multiversal saga. But then actually with this one, they're like, so far this and No Way Home are the only movies to really tap into the multiversal saga. But then at the same time, I think they've done it in really kind of like big and really impactful ways. So, you know, I have no doubt that going forward, like any other projects they tackle, I think maybe even in the Disney Plus stuff, maybe, I don't know. I'm not too sure. I mean, not too sure if the Disney Plus stuff might tackle any kind of multiverse stuff. I think Ms. Marvel might be the closest we get. Maybe Ms. Marvel might be the closest we get, because I think if they're gonna do Inhuman, I've heard they might do Inhuman stuff in that. I've heard they might do Inhuman stuff in that. So I think with this coming out first, maybe if this introduces that kind of stuff and it brings in Inhumans, or maybe, you know, maybe it canonizes stuff like Inhumans and Shield that way. Maybe it actually brings in Inhumans and actually kind of brings it all into one universe. Maybe that's how the Inhuman stuff happens, and then that leads into Ms. Marvel. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. So, yeah. Yeah, so I think she said he believed it was dangerous. He believed the multiverse was dangerous. So, and then yeah, and then Strange says, well, he was right. So, I mean, knowing Vision, he'd come up with the most kind of like he'd come up with the most kind of like like complex sounding and most kind of thorough theories about the multiverse and what he thought it would entail and what kind of possibilities he can imagine, and all the things that he would think are possible and whether or not he thought one day we could actually travel to the multiverse or whatever. So yeah, I mean that reference alone was cool. So yeah, that was fun too. But yeah, so this looks like a wild ride. It looks like an absolute wild ride. I think for me personally, it's even crazier to think that this is the actual sequel to the first one. Like I think because I think now I don't know if it's just me, but I think nowadays it's like it feels like harder and harder to believe that this is like an actual sequel to the first Doctor Strange movie. But then it more so feels like an actual kind of like it more so feels like yet another milestone in the kind of story of the multiversal saga, like as opposed to it being like because again it's been so like I think Doctor Strange 1 was back in what, like 2016, like that was years ago, and I think Doctor Strange himself has been through so much since then. So I think I mean what we're seeing here now is still like the culmination of his journey from then to now, like with Infinity War and Endgame and all that kind of stuff. But now to think of this as like an actual as Doctor Strange 2, like as an actual sequel to the first one, is just so kind of like considering like all we've had in the MCU since then. It's just so mind blowing to think about. So wait, hold on.
We should tell him the truth.
Huh?
We should tell him the truth.
Call me crazy, but that sounds so much like Patrick Stewart. That sounds so much like Patrick Stewart. Don't you dare do this. Don't you dare tell me. That sounds so much like Patrick Stewart. The X-Men coming. Is that that has to be Professor X? I can't even. Yeah, Steven he's conveniently standing right in front of him, right in front of where he could potentially be. So conveniently standing in front of where he could potentially be. But that voice, I would reckon. I think pretty much anyone who's seen the original X-Men movies, anyone who's seen them, would know that voice anywhere. That has to be Patrick Stewart. That has to be Patrick Stewart. That has to be him, and that can only be his Charles Xavier. That can only be his Professor X. That can only be his Charles Xavier. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay. I knew it was a good idea to actually skim through the, clips again. Okay. God. Okay. I need to hear that.
We should tell him the truth.
Yeah, that has to be. That absolutely has to be. Oh, God. Okay, so... Okay, okay, wait. So then where the hell actually is he then? This can't be the... I think, could this still be the TVA? Why would Professor X be at the TVA? What reason would he need to be at the TVA? What reason would he have being at the TVA? I think I don't know, maybe again like an alternate version, or like a rewritten TVA. Maybe I don't know, like he can't be a timekeeper, can he? He can't be a timekeeper. I think none of these different bits and bobs actually spell out TVA, and none of these different statues and different things actually spell out TVA in any shape or form. The robots are the closest thing I can think of that might be TVA, like little droids or drones or whatever that do whatever you need them to do. But that was definitely Patrick Stewart's voice. That is Patrick Stewart's voice. That is Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier. He has to be as Charles Xavier. He has to be Charles Xavier. There's no one else I can imagine them. I mean, after what they did to Quicksilver, I really don't want to think of anything else. But yeah, that has to be okay. Quicksilver is one thing. That's one thing. You do not bring back Patrick Stewart as a red herring of any kind. I don't know. I mean. Oh, I don't know. I just he would need to be Charles Xavier, but then could he also play like a timekeeper in an alternate universe? Could he play a timekeeper in like an alternate universe? Could that be what it is? Maybe. Because I feel like he could really pass himself off. He could actually play. He could really he could play a timekeeper really well. But then Is that what it is, or is it going to be Professor X? I don't know. I don't know if they might do that, actually bring his voice back, but then in the movie it ends up being that he actually just plays like a timekeeper. I mean, and then in that case, these might even be the actual real ones. Like, these might not even be the droids that we got in the actual Loki series, but these actually might be the real kind of organic living timekeepers that Kang still might create and everything. So then either it's Charles Xavier who's for whatever reason in the TVA or somewhere, or it could be, you know, Patrick Stewart playing a freaking timekeeper. I don't know. I do not know, and I don't like not knowing, or at least not until the movie comes out. But okay, I feel like that is definitely all I could have uncovered. I'm not really sure if there's anything else I can really kind of hyper focus on. You know, just still cool visuals, good enough visuals. Or I wonder, could it be Maria? Well, not Maria even, Monica. Could it be Monica? Because she has powers now. She has powers. And I think in that way, I think she might be... Yeah, I think that could be Monica. That could be Photon. That could be Photon. I think she's meant to be Photon. I think now, after going through the hex a bunch of times, and I think she actually has powers now. I think they actually hinted at that. So that could be Monica. I think Monica having powers. I think she'd probably be the only one actually. She'd probably be the only other one actually capable of actually taking on Wanda in that way, and also because she actually connected with Wanda. She, spent time with her in WandaVision, in and out of the hex. I think that has to be Monica. That has to be Monica. Yeah, she's the only one. She's the only other one I can actually think of confidently and comfortably taking on Wanda in like a much more kind of like a connected kind of keeping her kind of contained or actually trying to handle her kind of way. So Monica is the only one I can think of that they could bring in. So that is so cool. She probably gets her own suit and she has like something I knew she was glowing exactly like Carol does. She has the same kind of glow and the power blasting from her hands and everything. So that has to be Monica. Has to be her. So yeah, it's gonna be cool that they actually bring her into this too. So that would be fun. Yeah. But yeah, that is pretty much all I got. So yeah, that was my official that now was my official reaction for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness trailer number 2. So thank you guys as always so much for being here and for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then feel free to leave a like and comment on what you thought of the trailer and what you're looking forward to in the movie and what your theories are for the movie, and all the things that you hope to see and all the things you think they might bring in from other properties and anything you think anything you hope that they bring in. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So until next time, bye bye for now.